We bring you the latest updates from the Pna Newsroom. The Department of Education has ordered teachers not to join volunteer work and extracurricular activities during school hours. Vice President and Education Secretary Sara Duterte said that DepEd Order number 008 makes it clear that teachers have the option to refuse invitations to activities that are non-teaching or non-academic in nature. This is also to ensure that they are not burdened with non-work related matters. Duterte stressed that teachers are not allowed to engage in other activities during school hours as this will impede the performance of their teaching work and responsibilities. She said the order is also in line with the DepEd mission to promote the right of every Filipino to quality, equitable, culture-based, and complete basic education. She added that easing the burden of teachers will help in the improvement of the teacher education curriculum and will promote a more conducive learning environment. The Philippine Ports Authority expects up to 2.2 million travelers passing through ports throughout the upcoming Holy Week. PPA spokesperson Eunice Samonte said this is an increase of about 1 million passengers from 1.2 million in last year's Holy Week. The ports in Batangas, Iloilo, Calapan in Oriental Mindoro, Jordan in Guimaras, and Babac in Davao are expected to welcome the most number of passengers. Samonte said all their ports are now operating 24/7 and all PPA personnel and frontliners will have no leaves or day off to ensure continuous monitoring of ports. Meantime, travelers are advised to plan trips ahead and go to ports early as lines will be longer. The Philippine Coast Guard will also be on heightened alert from April 2 to 10 as ordered by Transportation Secretary Jaime Bautista. To help reduce the amount of time spent queuing at the immigration desks, the Bureau of Immigration reminds travelers to always have the necessary documentation on hand. For foreigners or those who have been in the country for more than 6 months, BI said they must obtain immigration clearance certificates from any of their district, field, satellite, or extension offices across the country. Likewise, registered foreigners with alien certificate of registration identity cards may obtain re-entry permits in other BI offices or at the BI NAIA one-stop shop before their flight. Parents of unaccompanied minors are reminded to obtain the necessary clearance from the Department of Social Welfare and Development prior to their flight. While Filipino government employees must secure the necessary authority to travel abroad from their respective department heads. To avoid airport congestion, international travelers are advised to check in at least 3 hours before their flight and proceed directly to the immigration area for processing. BI anticipates that the number of travelers will increase beginning this weekend. In news from the provinces, in line with the celebration of Women's Month this March, the provincial government of Lanao del Norte launched its folk dance competition where women from this province showcased their dancing talents. More on this from Charlene Colliantes of PIA Iligan City, Lanao del Norte.
Women organizations from different towns in Lanao del Norte showcased their skills and talents through a folk dance competition in celebration of the Women's Month. Women featured various folk dances such as singkil, bulaklakan, salatimais, karatong, among others. Women from Lala Town were hailed as the grand champion and won 20,000 pesos. The first runner-up and second runner-up are from the towns of Salvador and Columbugan that won 15,000 pesos and 10,000 pesos.
Tako kay kong kalipay kay miskig kami inahan mi pero naaday pud mi kuan sa mo ang pagkababae namo di ay nga miskig inahan mi at least gitagaan pud mi sa Ginoo nga gitagaan mi okasyon para sa among inahan.
Meanwhile, Provincial Social Welfare and Development Officer Annabel Mendez emphasized the importance of celebrating the role of women.
Nato gi-highlight siya nga makita nga naay mga empowered women nga kinahanglan siya respetuhan, kinahanglan siya makaparticipate o kinahanglan makahatag siyang decision making dili lang sa iyang pamilya kundi sa komunidad.
Earlier, the provincial government also conducted a mangrove planting activity still in line with the celebration of Women's Month. For the PNA Newsroom, Charlene Colliantes of PIA Iligan City, Lanao del Norte.
And that's the latest and the biggest stories from the Pna Newsroom. For more news content, visit our webpage or head on to the Philippine News Agency's Facebook and Twitter accounts. We are also shown on the FB page of the Presidential Communications Office. I'm Marita Muaje with those stories that unite the nation.